far we have examined various aspects of heredity. Let us now move on to evolution. Evolution is a slow and gradual process by which living organisms have changed from the simplest to the most complex forms of life. So this would be a general definition for evolution, a slow and gradual process which has taken billions of years, by which living organisms have changed from the simplest to the most complex forms of life. And these changes have occurred as a result of modifications or changes that have occurred in the living organisms. Therefore, evolution is described commonly as descent with modifications. Living descendants with modifications. We know that Earth is the only planet supporting life. So as of today, we know that Earth is the only planet having living organisms. So naturally, a question arises: what was the situation at the beginning of the formation of Earth? Were living organisms already existed at the time of beginning of the Earth, or whether these living organisms appeared later? So this problem, which has always bothered scientists, is known as origin of life. So before we go to some details about evolution, let us know something about origin of life. So now we move on to the first topic under this chapter. This is origin of life. It is said that Earth is at least about 4.8 billion years old. Earth is said to have been formed about 4.8 billion years ago. And when the Earth was first formed, it was a hot, revolving ball of gas. extremely high temperature. Anywhere supposed to be between 4,000 and 8,000 degree Celsius. So obviously, in such a situation, life could not have existed in the earth when it was formed. There are different theories which try to explain the possible origin of life on the planet Earth. In our ancient scriptures, whether it is from Hinduism or Christianity or Quran, there is an account of how God the Almighty created. So there is what is known as the theory of special creation. God is said to have created the entire universe and then subsequently the earth. Thereafter, we have a theory called the theory of spontaneous generation. The theory of spontaneous generation, which was first proposed by Aristotle and his contemporaries, according to which life arises suddenly and spontaneously from non-living matter. So this is known as spontaneous generation. Of course, the idea of spontaneous generation was later disproved by experiments conducted by Reedy, Spallanzani and Louis Pasteur in the 17th and 18th century and so on, clearly disproved the idea of spontaneous generation. But still, till such time, many scientists believed in the idea of spontaneous generation. Then there is the theory of Panspermia. The theory of Panspermia, which says life appeared on this planet Earth from other planets. It came from other planets. So there were very such strange ideas about the origin of life, but a concrete suggestion about the possible origin of life came only in the year 1924, when a Russian biologist by name A.I. Oparin proposed a theory called the theory of chemical evolution. The theory of chemical evolution. It is also known as the physico-chemical theory on origin of life. And in the year 1929, an English biologist by name JBS Haldane gave some more inputs to the theory of chemical evolution, supported the idea of chemical evolution, which was later experimentally established, and that became an explanation for the possible origin of life. So let us see what is this theory of chemical evolution.